Hello everybody, my name's Kronos, and welcome to the start of my Dark Souls Let's Play series. I'm basically putting together a new character. This is the not first time on PC, but definitely not first playthrough ever. I've played this game numerous amounts of times. Not a big fan of the whole blind Let's Play idea anyway. I don't know, I just like having some information when I play a game, and if I'm going to watch a Let's Play about it, I kind of want it to make sense too. So anyway, just thought I'd bring you guys up to the character select screen. Wanted to go ahead and show off the character I'm going to go with. I am starting off with the Jubilant Katarina. One thing I did want to show off was you can customize these guys so they don't look, as scary looking. Let's be honest, that smile, it'd terrify anybody. Just look at it. Anyway, let's go ahead and customize this guy up a little bit. This so far has been what I found that's worked the best for me. There are other people that prefer things. Just tossing it to young, now I've got like ridiculously pale skin, and then if you throw it over to masculine, just above the L usually, gives it a nice skin tone. And you can get the strong features really strong and get that really creepy look, but no, I'm good. I bring those all the way down. Very subtle character. Looks a little afraid, honestly. And let's get into a little more customization and check the eyes. And we want to go with the silver eyes to go along with the silver hair, because we want this to be as anime as possible. No, I'm just kidding. But no, we are going to go with the silver eyes, and that's pretty much the characters I usually go with here. This will be what you see if I don't do a very specific build, tribute build, or what's the word I'm looking for? Theme build, yeah. So build about bosses, things like that. And I really should turn off Steam notifications, but you know what? They're there. So first video, that's gonna happen. Anyway, I also decided to go with the Old Witch's Ring. That's just to get some dialogue from one of the NPCs in game. Figured I'd show off that little bit of dialogue, that way you guys don't have to take this ring. It's really not that useful. I wouldn't recommend it. I think you can get it one other spot in the game, but I don't remember exactly where it is. Probably trading with the crow, which I'll show that off too. But for any of our strength guys out there, if you guys like to get strength weapons early on in games and then just boost your strength so you can use it, I would recommend picking up the black fire bombs. I will show you guys a little trick that you can use against the first boss. I won't be able to show it to you, but I'll tell you about it, and how you would do it. But what you're going to want to do is pick up the black fire bomb. And I am starting out as the thief, meaning I will be having the master key. Honestly, guys, I don't recommend picking up the master key if it's your first playthrough. It's going to kind of ruin it. You can do some pretty interesting sequence breaks with it, kind of move around, get things a little bit sooner than you're supposed to, and it does incentivize a little bit of things that you're not really supposed to be at yet. One other thing, I am playing on the PC, and I do have some mods. One of the mods you guys are going to see right now, you may have noticed if you're really big fans of the Thief, you're paying close attention, but I don't have those ugly, annoying little triangle things under the mask anymore. That made it look really bad with a lot of other armor sets. Mods I'm using are just primarily visual mods. There's nothing really there other than, it's just textures, things like that. Nothing that's really game breaking, nothing that's game cheating. I don't like to do stuff like that anyway. So that's what we're going to go with. And yeah, so before we ramble on too long, let's go ahead and get started. I do want to skip the opening cutscene, but I will try to let these ones play out, guys. And I'll try to shut up during them. I may throw out some interesting information or little tidbits here that I see.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead.
It's interesting how you can see his eyes glowing and stuff too.
And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Enter Kronos, the character we'll be playing with for the rest of the game. And textures don't look too bad. I didn't have to knock them down too much to record. Food! Nah. That, I believe, is the Crest tonight. The Crest Warrior, something like that. We'll be seeing him again soon. And here we are, inside of a jail cell, like a bunch of other games. Right away, I do like to get rid of this. I don't use it ever. I mean, there's no point. And actually, if you guys look to the right here, you can see, I think that's the Stray Demon. Just walking back and forth. Kind of like a warden, I guess. I'm not exactly sure what he's supposed to be. Oh, by the way, these guys, these are developer messages, I believe. This is just information on how the game works. So if you're extremely new, pay attention to these messages. It gives you controls and things like that. And a lot of people are turned off by this game because it doesn't really give you any direction. But if you actually look for it, you can find it. It tells you flat out what to do and where to go and things like that. You just need to pay attention to it. I mean, it's no golden line pointing directly to what we're looking to here, but it definitely is there. And I will not be killing this boss firsthand, because this is actually a boss here. Okay, so strength, guys. Pay attention. What you want to do here is, you see that guy up there? He's going to jump down in front of your face with that gigantic hammer of his. You can kind of see if you back up a little bit. See, there you go. With his gigantic hammer. What you'll do is have your black fire bombs equipped to one of these slots here. And you'll use them by pressing your square button, but since, I don't have anything, my guy's just like, I don't know what you want from me. Anyway, you'll use them by pressing your square button, your X button if you have an Xbox controller, square button if you have a PlayStation controller. But he's going to drop down right here. And honestly, it takes like 5 bombs to kill him. But that's about it. Whoa! I jumped. That's why you want to be careful here, guys. We need to not die right here. This would be bad. Anyway, if you're not going to kill him, you leave. But yeah, if you guys hit him with the black fire bombs, I think it takes about 5 of them total. But you hit him with those black fire bombs, he actually dies, and you get his weapon. But you only get it if you kill him right there. If not, you have to wait till New Game Plus when you have all of your stuff to kill him. I normally don't pick up the shield, but I'm going to just to show off for new players. This is the target shield. It is a slider shield, definitely a useful one. Isn't meant hardcore for blocking all the time, meant for more of your dexterous characters. One who wants to parry, things like that. And the bandit's knife. Guys, crit damage, amazing with this knife. There's only one other weapon I know of that's better than this weapon. Oh, and I want to show you guys something else too. It's the partial parry system. So even projectiles, if he would hit me, I don't know what's going on here, but projectiles, you can parry them usually and you'll take some damage. Hit me. Try again. There we go. I don't know, but you guys saw it. Basically, I took less damage than I would have if I just took the full-on hit. I mean, granted, you want to just probably block in those situations, but honestly, guys, it's not a really big deal. And you want to be careful here. Jump off. There's a boulder there. Always open this door up for when I come back. Spoilers, we will be coming back to the Asylum. And one of our first NPCs, which you guys can see here sitting on the ground, he's pretty messed up. But if you look up, pretty sure he got smashed through that hole into here, into the rubble. Probably by that demon that we saw earlier. But let's go ahead and talk to him and see what's up.
Oh, you. You're no hollow.
Nope, not really.
Thank goodness.
Cool.
I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon,
No!
then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I are both undead. Hear me out, will you?
I mean, I guess since you were so nice to help me out earlier, why not?
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite.
It's dangerous to go alone. Here, take this with you.
Oh,
bad jokes.
what is this?
Now, here we have the Undead Asylum key. Now, guys, if you were one of those strength bros that killed off the Asylum demon when he first dropped down, you'll also get the big Pilgrim's key here. That way you're able to open up that door. The reason I tell you guys this now is because, I mean, if you kill that boss and you just kind of walk through that door normally, it doesn't shut, like the one we went through earlier. And you kind of go through this normally until you get here, where you get the big Pilgrim's key so you can move forward.
Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now.
He's talking about hollowing, guys. It said when you lose all of your humanity, you go hollow, and you turn into one of these guys here. If you walk up here a little bit, did I get it right? Nah, I didn't go far enough. But he is going to just die. I guess he was bleeding out or something. I'm not sure exactly why, but he stood up and just fell over again. And you get his souls. Anyway, let's go ahead and head up here to this guy. This weapon has a much longer parry window, so it gives you a little bit of extra leeway room when you're actually learning to parry. And as you saw, I had enough time to actually two-hand my weapon and then do the riposte. Something I'm not sure where he got it from, but did learn from Epic Name Bro. He wanted to show off to you guys that you can two-hand your weapon and then riposte afterwards. Definitely something people take advantage of all the time in PvP. They want to get the most damage possible out of their weapon. Whatever. Die. Okay, cool. And then I take an arrow to the arm. There goes those parries again, guys. But you can always just simply just block it too. Take a lot less damage. This, honestly, the whole parry thing works a lot better when you're dealing with magic, where your shield wouldn't block the entire magic cast. Anyway. I messed up the riposte. Do it again. And if you guys don't have if you don't have an actual parrying shield, which I don't think there's a class that starts out without a parrying shield, but if you don't want to use one, you can always just use the kick animation to move their shields out of the way and then just slam them. I'm going to heal up for this and make sure I do this right, because the first time I failed this video, I actually didn't do this correctly. Okay. So here we go. We're going to walk through here, and here's our first boss. The trick here, plunging attack. If you do a jumping plunging attack, certain weapons will hit it twice. Oh, we got hit because I wasn't thinking. And guys, I do realize there's no music, like literally actually just now realize there's no music. I have it turned off for my own gameplay normally, because I play my own music while I'm playing, but I will turn it back on in just a moment, or as soon as I finish killing this boss off. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's a pretty easy boss. You can just kind of stay near him and not do what I just did and roll into his hammer. Never be afraid to back off, pop a little Estus, keep that lock on going, use your invincibility frames. Definitely useful stuff to learn. And honestly, guys, just get your own playstyle going. This weapon doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does build up bleed relatively quickly. And when that bleed meter fills, he takes a percentage of his health. And he dies. Victory achieved. And that's when we get the Big Pilgrim's Key and a humanity. So, humanity. What does that actually mean? So, if you guys look in the upper left-hand corner next to the health bar and the stamina bar, you have the counter for soft humanity, is what they're called actually. Soft humanity is the humanity you have on your person at any given time. You have to have a soft humanity to use humanity, technically. And probably thinking, what do I use humanity for? Like, what does that matter? Humanity does a couple things. It actually reverses your hollowing. So right now you see I'm like all creepy looking. So I'm hollowed, like, or I'm undead, I guess. Like, hollowed undead, whatever. Using a humanity at one of the bonfires, which we're going to come up to in just a moment, actually reverses that. Now I'm not going to show that off just yet, because I'm probably going to die in this next segment that I do. But it reverses humanity. So it's like, oh, well, why would you bother doing that? Well, I'll tell you in just a moment after this cutscene that's coming up here. Slow walk.
In the ancient legends, it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
I love how our character just stands there and, you know, it's like, oh, no big deal.
Leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Looks like we're here, guys. The Firelink Shrine in Lordran, level up and kindle at bonfires. So, if you're new to the game, you will see back in the bottom right hand corner you've got souls. Souls are pretty much experience and currency all together at one. Basically, you gotta decide whether you want to buy stuff for level up. That happens a lot in this game. Trust me, you'll be fighting with yourself back and forth. But anyway, what I was saying before about humanity. So humanities, what does going human actually do for you? Well, first I'll pick up some humanity. Going human actually does open up the online for this game technically. This does have PvE and PvP set up for it. When you're in human form, you can summon helpful phantoms, and here's some firebombs. You can summon, they call white phantoms to assist you in gameplay. They can only be summoned at specific areas and locations throughout the game. And they will help you with killing enemies, fighting bosses, things of that sort. And you can only have up to 2. The slots will work as follows. You can have up to 4 people in one game. You have 2 friendlies, and you have an invader. The invader is there to basically ruin your day. They're there just to kill you and whoever they happen to come across. Now, some people find this to be so unfair, and it just breaks the game, and they don't feel like playing because it's no fun. And wonderful graphical glitch there. Getting invaded just sucks. And guys, one thing I want to give you a heads up about is when you're the invader, no one's there to help you. A lot of times, invaders will come across what they call the 3v1 gank, where it's one of them and 3 of the enemy, or 3 of a host and 2 phantoms. So 3 people they have to kill by themselves. The invader is never with someone else. The only thing he has to advantage is the enemies. And let's be honest, guys, the AI in this game isn't super smart, so you're basically alone. And you think of it in that light, I mean, invaders versus hosts, there are certain situations where I will say, yeah, this was totally unfair, and that guy never had a chance, but it's still, I mean, there's still balance when you look at it. If you always have an issue with invaders, then go ahead and summon a friendly to come along with you. If you don't feel like doing online play, then don't go human. Granted, there's a little bit of controversy there, because going human does do a couple extra things for you. Things like, what else is it, I think it increases, does it increase the item discovery? I don't think it does that. That just does the humanity. But then you mean no, just gonna go human. If you wanna look cool, then go human and just play offline. That's always an option. But yeah, anyway, guys. So what you guys saw there was me dropping down the little elevator shaft into this area, walking through there and picking up some stuff. If you guys want to build a faith character, it's great because you can kick up this talisman early on, and you can go get some miracles from this fat dude I'm going to show you in a minute. Here we go. We're going to grab this here. These are the Lloyd's talismans, I believe. Lloyd's talismans are primarily for invaders. They actually keep a host from healing themselves, the Estus flasks, which happens a lot. And if you did as much as invading as I did, you definitely want to make sure you have these Lloyd's talismans on hand to keep your host from trying to heal themselves constantly, or anything like that. Or they'll send their phantoms after you, and they'll just heal themselves, their phantoms, or they'll heal their phantoms by healing themselves. Because phantoms can heal themselves, they heal off of the Estus flask the host used. So guys, this is one of those spots where I'm probably going to die, which I should have leveled up first. I have 2,000 souls on me, but whatever, no big deal. 2,000 souls is not a big loss. We're just gonna book it and see if we can make it. I will try to explain what I'm picking up as I go along. That is a soul item. You can crunch those souls for extra souls. This is for all of our strength bros. The Zweihander, or Zafhander, whatever you want to call it. There's different names for it online. And the Binos. Binos so important. And roll! 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 No! And we have our first death of the playthrough. And it was to the skeletons. This is a basically new player trap, guys. A lot of people come down here thinking this is where they're supposed to be, and then find out horrifically that it's not. Not even close to where they're supposed to be. And they'll spend a ton of time killing all the skeletons, and then find out that they shouldn't even be here in the first place. Granted, you can come here early on, but you really shouldn't be here unless you're a veteran player and you've played this before, and you can kind of cheese out some of the areas. Pick up another soul item there. Take off through here. I think it's down here somewhere. Get on these steps, and if you're ever looking for a good magic block shield, guys, one right here that a lot of people miss. I mean, honestly, I missed it to like my 4th playthrough of the game. Didn't even know it was there. let's see if I can pick up my souls and get out of here in a little bit better of a fashion. 'Cause there's still one more weapon I want to pick up. Yeah, it looks like I can make it. A winged spear. Pretty cool spear. Not a bad spear. Let's see if we can get through here, guys. Just keep running. That back there was a bloodstain. That's actually another character online that died in that location. And like I said before, this is a newbie trap, so that doesn't surprise me at all. Probably a new player that thought they were supposed to be over there. We'll just keep running through here. A little bit of a frame hiccup, no big deal. But if we can just get to this bonfire, it resets all the enemies. So there we go. Sweet, we made it. And I still haven't turned on the music like I said I would. Let's go ahead and do that really quick. Music, let's hike you up a little bit. Okay, guys, let me know if that's alright for music volume. If I should up it a little bit. I mean, I really don't want the music to overtake anything. Music's pretty good in this game, but I don't want it to kind of look over, or kind of overtake anything too much. So we're going to go ahead and level up. One thing I want to do is get stats a little even-ish. I just personally like putting those at 10. Honestly, there's no real rhyme nor reason for it. It's just really to use up the souls that I have here, because I'm probably going to die with this next run I do. And let's head on down. This is basically going to be the whole startup of my series to actually get things together. And someone probably died here. Let's show you how these bloodstains work. So you can touch a bloodstain, and you can see how someone died. And this guy's just standing here, boringly. And he walked over here and walked off the edge. Well then, that was useful. But yeah, you just see how the people died in their games. You don't see the enemies they fight, but you just see a little phantom thing of them. So guys, this is going to be one of the first instances of how the master key kind of breaks the game a little bit. In just a moment, I'm going to see if I'm able to make this without having to... And I still haven't been able to show that off, guys. If you spam the roll button as you're landing, you actually break the animation of you, like, falling. I almost rolled off of a freaking cliff there. Like an idiot. So let's go ahead and kick that open. Pick up the transient curses, which you need to fight the ghost down here. But I'm not going to use those, because there's no point. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're going to go get the Firekeeper's Soul. A very important item to have. You can pick it up very early in the game by running down here. And just coming right over here. This usually is a death run, guys, so I'm going to give my best shot in trying to survive it. But I don't know if I will be able to. Nope! We can use a homeward bone. Come on. No, I'm pretty much dead. But if you can use the homeward bone quick enough, you can homeward bone back and not lose any of your souls. But I don't know why I was trying to do that. I only have 10 souls anyway. Now here's the question. Do I do the huge skip and kill Ingward and get my bow really, really early on in the game? Or do I play through the right way and get it later when I actually need it? I think I'll forebode the Ingward skip, guys. Honestly, speedrunners do it a lot, but you can kill an NPC early on, get a specific key, and then open up a section of the game really, really early. I'm going to go over there anyway, just I'm going a different way to get there. And, yeah. It's not going to be too bad. You'll get to that point of the game eventually, honestly. I mean, I may do it anyway just so I can really early on upgrade my weapon. And guys, a lot of this is going to be some really good things to do for your first playthrough, and a lot of it's going to be some really not so smart things to do your first playthrough. And see how at the end there, when I was going to fall, I actually rolled just in time to cancel that animation. Pretty useful. And here's another soul item. I just want to go ahead and grab that, show you guys where that's at. So here we go. We're going to go to another section. And this is where the master key plays in, guys. If you didn't have the master key, you wouldn't be able to open this door from this side. But since I have it, you use master key, opens up. And a really nice item here. A large soul of a nameless soldier. Another soul item. I don't know if I mentioned these before, guys, but you just kind of crunch these and you get some souls. So our next stop is going to be into this section here. Let's cross this bridge here. Now, anyone who actually comes out here the first time and they've never seen this guy, don't worry. Just a big sleeping undead dragon that could probably one-shot you. No, I mean, dead seriously, he could one-shot you easily. But there, in front of him, he has two items: a dragon shield and the Astora's straight sword. Those weapons are okay for early game. The Astora straight sword is really good if you want to make a faith build early on. It's a good faith weapon to start using, get you some scaling off your weapons, things like that. It actually scales off of faith, and you can make it divine. I think it's really weird. I don't know exactly how that sword works. I tried looking into it a bit, but I didn't get a lot of info from it. Now this can go really good or really bad. We just have to see which way this guy roars, and he rolled directly at me. And screwed that up so bad. He usually roars to his left, my right, meaning I can roll to the left, but he just decided he was totally going to mess that up because he knows that I'm recording this and wants to make this a two-parter, which sucks. I really don't want to make this into two parts, but it's looking like I'm going to have to, considering there's a weapon and armor set I want to get early on that is not here. It's in a different section of the game. If you guys are coming through this way, do keep in mind that if you don't send the elevator back up, it will be down when you come through here. So a lot of people kill themselves as they run over there. I usually wait back here by this back chain and then run across this. And then there we go. Done correctly. And let's come across here. Oh, wait, no, we're not going this way. Over there is a section of the game we're going to go to eventually, but we're not going there right now. I do still want to start the game off in the right location, which is going to make it more difficult for me, considering I'm skipping around all these other locations of the game that you can get to early on. It means I'm going to have to backtrack quite a bit, but it's no big deal. I want to do as much showing of things off for new players as I do of kind of letting some guys who've played through, like, maybe once or twice, that don't know everything, that would like to learn a couple new things, make things a little easier for them. It's looking like this is going to be a two-parter, guys. Running out of time. That kind of sucks. But let's see if this dragon won't totally troll me. If he does, then I definitely will break it here and pick it up on the next one. Oh, see, now he's going to roar to the right there and totally mess me up. Alright, guys, so here's the fun part. Let's make sure this is right here. You can come on the outside here, run around him, and you want to be very careful at this point. So here we go again with this. Yep, here he goes. He roars to the right and comes in. We can pick up these really quickly. And then run, and no! No! Alright, guys, I think I'm going to call it there. But what I was going to do is run up that ladder and pick up the what was it? The red tearstone ring. Awesome ring for people who like doing PvP, especially the guys that like to do speed runs. The red tearstone ring is absolutely essential for speed running. You need to make sure you have that red tearstone ring to set up some pretty good stuff. But you can see right there, actually, there was a phantom fighting something. My guess it was that guy there, because people like to kill him early on. I'm not going to, so we can get some dialogue. But these are actually people online when you're near the bonfires and you're in the same server they are in, because this is a randomized server game. It will show them there. So that guy may see me just standing around here doing, a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, I mean, that's really about it, guys. I'm probably going to show the rest of the stuff I want to pick up early on. I will show you the texturization of the bandit set. I do love what I've done with this set. Like, grabbing this texture, it's really cool. But it's usually like this grayish, tannish tone. Not grayish, but tannish tone. I went ahead and just retextured got the whole retexture for just a dark black version of it anyway. Instead, it looks a lot better to me. I like it a whole lot more. I will still use this together though for right now. only because there's another piece of the gear I need. I haven't gotten everything I want yet. We still need to get my coat, and then we'll have everything. And also, my weapon is on that same spot too, so that'll be good. Yeah, but guys, thanks for stopping by. There'll be more videos in the future. I have to make sure I have everything set and optimized, and I have some plans for later on today, so I'll go ahead and upload this as soon as I possibly can. But I will catch you guys later. Peace, guys.